All right, what's up? I'm all right. What's up, Kevin? This part two. All right, about to check you in. Here we go. Thank you for joining. What's happening? Yeah, see, I'm not familiar either. I didn't know they would time us out.
Oh yeah, they will do that. But you know what? I was trying so hard to go live and it wasn't working for me.
Okay. Well, fair enough. We learning. Like I said, this might be the fifth time maybe I've done this, so it's all good. All right. We were talking about the song, track number 9, the song 2.
Right.
Said that's one of your favorites.
Right.
That was kind of personal.
Well, I don't know if I should say personal. It's crazy because I got to can't remember all the stuff I was talking about.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Thing's spinning. We might got... Okay, there we go. I was about to say it's spinning. I don't know. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on.
You know how as soon as you're doing something, everybody and their mama want to call you then.
Oh, yeah. I know. I done got me about 5 Happy Father's Day texts while we was doing this. I'm just like, thank you, but I'm busy.
Right.
All right. So the song 2. Please explain that.
Hell, I'm trying to remember. That's a damn shame. When we together, we two freaks. It's
right.
just like, a couple people come to me, they think that I'm talking from a different person's perspective. So I guess that's one of those songs where you can take it as you don't know if I'm talking or if I'm talking about somebody else. I don't know. But for me writing it, it was just really talking about being intimate with somebody and just being freaky. But again, that's one of my ways of trying to show people how I can write and kind of write more sensual than just being nasty. So that's really what I was trying to prove with that song. And I was also trying to flow on that song. And that's why it's one of my favorite songs, just because to me, I like the way I put my words together.
No, your wordplay is your wordplay. That's why I said call you an MC, not a rapper. There's a difference, and you have MC. You have MC totality in you. I wouldn't say capability. You have totality in you. From your metaphors to your similes to your stories and so on and so forth. As we speaking the difference between rappers and MCs, they are apples and oranges. Now, your favorite song of mine is your last song.
Oh, really?
Woo.
A lot of people like that song.
It's poetic. It's real. It is true. And it just is. And I want to say any climate. Of course, we can say in this climate because you dropped this project. I want to say late last year.
Right, December 7th. I dropped it on my birthday.
All right, my homeboy.
I remember.
Marvin, his birthday, December 7th. Okay, fair enough. You dropped it on your birthday. That's good money. But that song is forever relevant. That's one of them kind of songs, that could never die because it's just that real. It's that authentic. It is that has that much purpose and that much power behind the message.
Right. I agree. That's why I named it Moments. I felt like everybody could relate to it. And what made it special was my brother was singing on it. And whenever I get with my brother, that just make it feel even more like home. We just have a natural harmony when we do music together. So I was happy to have him on that track. And I basically just was preaching to people at the end about what's really important in life. In the first verse, I was just basically giving them a little intro about where I'm from and just saying how life used to be. And just, I think you could feel like the essence of just the simple life and all of us being together and being one and just having love. And the chorus is just thinking about, you know, when you know better, you do better.
Absolutely.
If you could go back to those moments, would you change anything? And it's also telling you to appreciate those moments that you have right now, because they are jewels. You know, my mom always stressed to me that you know, keep your memories with you. You know, make good memories, because that's what's gonna hold you when you get older. That's what's gonna hold you when you get older.
I could not agree more. All of our moments, all of our experiences that make us who we are.
Right.
You know, and that song was relevant, or would have been relevant 20, 30 years ago, and is absolutely relevant today. Your poetry, that made me want to ask you this. Did you, thank you, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. I'm going to mess your name up, LaRue. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I got to get back with you, Dolly, and do another interview because I had technical difficulty. That was a sidebar. Forgive me. What's up, Tiffany? Thank you for the Happy Father's Day. Damn, what was I about to say? But it's still relevant to this day. You know what I mean? The message in it. It's one of those songs. It's, you know, it's your own. The moments. You know, if I had to compare it, if nobody ever heard it, if I had to compare it to anything, it would be like Tupac Changes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for the relevancy of the message in the song. And it also made me wonder, like, before you were actually writing rhymes, were you writing poetry or did they coincide?
Yeah, they coincided. I did write poetry for a while. And I was pretty good at writing poetry. And you know, like, poetry is like the beginning of hip hop anyway, so it's just like hip hop without music. And you know, remember when Def Poetry Jam was really popular?
Absolutely.
I would travel a lot of the times with my friend Sean, who was in this live. And that's one thing I want to say. One of my friends that I keep talking about, Sean, he was pivotal in my life too, because he was older than me, but he was always respectful. He would come pick me up. He would take me to music events when I was young. He would take me to the Apache Cafe in Atlanta. It was a bunch of poets there. I don't know if you remember a guy named Tommy Bottoms. He was on Def Poetry Jam. A lot of them would come to the Apache Cafe.
Okay.
They would get on stage. So I was able to see these real performers, and it inspired me. So, yeah, thank you. You made me remember that. I did used to write some poetry, man. I used to do that.
That second, I don't know if I want to call it a second verse, possibly. It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't. You weren't really rapping it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You were just talking it.
Right.
You know, and that shit was bone chilling to me. Like, whoa, shit. She talking that real shit. And it also reminded me of what it reminded me of, you know, what's your name that did a couple joints on Outkast? Big Rude. It reminded me, he did damn, what was that shit? Oh, well, Outkast.
I wish I could help you, but I don't remember.
Hold on. It was on Sporty Audi Dopalicious. I know you know that song. Sporty,
which one?
Outkast, Sporty Audi Dopalicious.
I don't remember.
That's off the Gemini album. The Sporty Audi Dopalicious. Big Rude, man. I mean, he did some other things on a couple of other albums, but you know, just the way you put it together and what it sounded like and what it was that for me. Like, just for people that don't know, just in comparison. That's why I don't like to compare, but just try to make people, if they know about that, what you did was comparable to that to me and your own artistry.
You know what's crazy? And I actually heard the rapper Logic, which a lot of people, they go back and forth whether they think he can rap or not. I mean, a lot of the songs I heard from him I think are dope, but I actually got that part from listening to him. Okay. I don't know what track. I don't listen to him a lot, but I just happened to see a performance of him, and he was just speaking, and I was like, I want to just speak on a track. So that's what made me want to just speak on it. And it's funny because somebody who was, you know, helping me, you know, with my music, they were like, I don't think you should put that in there. And they was like, what is that? And I'm like, that shit worked to me. That shit worked. And I left it. So that's just another part of artistry. Sometimes you just got to go with your own feeling, you know?
As hip hop's biggest fan, I'm hip hop's biggest fan because I am a fan of hip hop in totality.
Mm.
Even things that I may not like, I don't want to disrespect it because somebody's gonna like it. Just because it's not for me, don't mean it's, you know, it's not for whoever else. But trusting yourself as an artist and your artistry, and you know, this when it comes to people having creative control. You know, you listen to people's opinions and ideas, but for your own music, your own project, you know what you want to convey. You know what you want to say. And at the end of the day, that's all that really fucking matters as an artist.
Right.
And I'm saying this from somebody that used to record music.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, shout out Money MP, Atlantic City. Happy Father's Day to you too, bro. You know, I don't mean to jump on some other shit, but, you know.
Oh, no, I love that. Shouts out to all the people that joined us. That's nothing but love.
Absolutely. You know, so there's nothing more important than creative control, in my opinion, as an artist. And I would even say, even what I'm doing, what you're doing, how we doing this right now, creative control. You know, come on, like,
absolutely.
Don't what's the word? I hate when words escape me because I know that frame, but you know, just don't try to block me. Don't try to hold me back. You know, don't try to hold me back and tell me, you know, okay, I respect your opinion that this is something that you're not feeling, but for what I'm doing, and this is me, I put my money up, I'm putting my time, my energy, my effort, things I will never get back.
Right.
I want to give this to the world. And
yeah, I put Moments as the last song because I want to leave people with inspiration and motivation and just a good feeling. And then it's going to tie in good with Kara Dangerous too, because that album that'll be coming out it's more like the song Moments. It's more kind of deep songs, more poetic kind of song, and I can't wait for y'all to hear that.
When is that coming out?
You know what? I don't know because I may be trying to. It is finished, but then I'm thinking maybe I should do some more work on it. I'm thinking maybe I should wait the quarantine because I still want to do some more videos for this first project. You know, everything been kind of on hold a little bit.
Right.
I just want y'all to know I do got more heat though, so don't worry about that.
All right.
And definitely got some more shit to show because, like I said, I call myself a versatile artist. So you're gonna be hearing some different kind of tunes. You're not gonna be hearing the same thing.
Okay. Now, I just have some random hip hop biggest fan questions for you.
Shoot.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to ask you first. I'm going to ask you this one first before I forget it. This is a question I stole from, I'm borrowing, however we want to put it, from the, what's the podcast? It even come on YouTube with, All the Smoke with Steven Jackson, who robbed for George Floyd. He called him his twin. Well, I can't remember your name. Light skin, yo, with the good hair and shit.
Wait, what you trying to bring up?
He played basketball. Well, I can't remember his name.
Oh, talking about from LA?
Yeah.
You talking the one who had the mom on the basketball show? I know you talking about. He played for the Clippers.
He played for a gang of teams.
Yeah. Shoot.
I don't remember his name, but all right, it's okay.
I can't remember either right now.
It'll come to me probably in the middle of this question. If you could have a dinner with 5 people, dead or alive, who would you invite to that dinner?
Woo. That's crazy.
Conversation, great food, information, knowledge, stories, all of those kind of things. I heard him say this shit. Matt Barnes.
Oh, Matt Barnes, yeah.
Steven Jackson got all the smoke. I'm stealing this question from y'all because I was like, yo, this is a dope question. Oh my God, I gotta use it. So who would be the 5 people that you would invite to a dinner party, whatever, and y'all can have great conversation, great food, intellect, knowledge, and wisdom spread?
Well, just to make a personal thing, the first person, I lost my best friend, my childhood best friend last year in March. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
thank you. I appreciate that. And that's the first death that really hit me in a different kind of way, besides my cousin when I was little. So I would invite him because I just got some questions for him. I want to hug him and I want to scream at him.
What's his name? He gonna feel our energy somewhere. What's his name?
His name is Simone.
Simone.
Yeah.
Rest in
I
power.
you, bro. That's right. Rest in power. Rest in peace. So I would invite him. Damn, it's so many damn people, man.
You got 4 more. That's
Say
one.
that probably would talk to Michael X.
Who?
Malcolm X. Yeah, because I respect him, and I know he was kind of changing some of his thoughts before he died, just like Martin Luther King. And I want to hear from him to see where he think everything is. And I know he probably be like, we ain't really got that much further, but so he would be one. Shoot.
You got 3 more.
I know this is crazy, and people gonna be like, "Oh," but I don't know why. But I love Selena. I would bring Selena back.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's not too many people that was Latino who was like doing it like her. She was what was it, Taino? I'm gonna say the kind of music she doing wrong, but that music that she was doing has basically gone out of style, and she was the only one really keeping it alive. So I would bring her back, and I have questions about would J Lo even be big if she was still alive? She opened the door for so many people, and and she died so young. She was so beautiful, so charismatic. I would want to speak with her. And then let's see.
You got 2
How
more.
many? 3.
That's 3. You got 2 more.
I want to talk to the person that sold us into slavery, whoever that is. I want to. Is that too deep? Yo,
Oh, it's
is
not.
the video frozen? I want to be like, what the? I want to know what really happened. I want to know how did it really go down like that? Did they really tell us the truth? I want to know that shit.
I want to raise my hand, and I'm going to say this. I don't know how true it is because our history that we've been taught here in America, especially as Black people, have been
Right.
lies. Even right now, it's a gang of lies. But I was watching a documentary that was talking about Christopher Columbus. Now, he may have not touched, exactly here, but he touched the West Indies, the Caribbean, things of
Right.
that. I think I seen something where they said he went back to Spain. Was it Spain? I think the motherfucker was from, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like, they will make great slaves. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
But, fuck Christopher Columbus. I'm just saying.
Right. Fuck him. I ain't never liked him.
Okay. So, all right, that's 4. But
I want to go back and ask one of them what the fuck they was thinking.
I can respect what you're saying. Shout out. What's up? I'm sorry. What's up, Cuzzo? What's up, Nasty Boy? I love you. I love you, my nigga.
Somebody said that's 100. So y'all feel me? You know what I mean? And some of us was already here in America. I just want to say that too.
That part.
Yeah, a lot of us were Native Americans, and they don't want you to know that. But that's a whole other topic. Shit, the last person got to be somebody great, man. The last person I know it's somebody I'm missing.
You got one more. Yeah, you got one more.
Am I thinking?
Ain't no
I'm
pressure.
going too deep.
I'm sorry, what?
I want to talk to Adam and Eve. I want to talk to one of them. I want to know what's going on. I want to know the other people in the garden. Who else was in there? There was some other people in there.
I'm going to tell you something, Miss Carol.
Go ahead.
I saw there when I stole this question from on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. You topped all of their answers. And I didn't watch them as a fan, but you said some of the illest and realest. Woo!
That's what I want, man. If you read Genesis, it seemed like some other people were there. I just want to know. I want to know what was going on. God said he was hiding stuff from us that we didn't really need to know about. And after they bit that apple, I just want to know what the hell they were thinking because they fucked stuff up.
Oh,
it seemed like we was going to know. We could have been butt naked, eating fruit. I just want to know.
I'm gonna say this part. I don't like to get too religified.
No, I feel you.
But that was deep, yo. That was deep.
Put it this way: if you don't believe in Adam and Eve, I want to talk to the first man, because either way, somebody fucked up.
Yeah.
I want to know.
I hope we can get this to Matt Barnes and them, and they can be like, "Yo, that was the illest 5 guests at the." That was. I'm just telling you, I've watched their show, and I've heard them say, several people. And I've heard some people mention Malcolm X, and you've mentioned all of the most illest, including, God bless, your loved one, your person. Right. Because a lot of people say things that are globally known names. Wow. Yo, you hard as shit, yo.
That's why you got Katie here, baby. And I've been around Steven Jackson. He used to be one of my coworkers too, so.
Okay.
Not to be no name dropper. It ain't like we best friends or nothing.
But I'm just gonna say you saying that, I'm gonna ask you this then. And I don't like to be on no messy shit personally. I really don't. This is one thing I do my best not to do on both the bullshit, even if somebody say something, but whatever. But what was your personal impression with Steven Jackson, with any interaction you had with him since you brought it up? Because right now he riding for what he called his twin. And his twin moved the world. Right.
And they look so much alike, man. That's crazy to me. The one good interaction I did have with him, when we talk about authentic, I could tell he was a real dude, educated, a little street. And we was actually talking about music, to be honest with you. I think we might have been talking about Nipsey Hussle, to be honest with you.
Okay.
That's crazy, right?
I mean, and I'm going to say this. Steven Jackson raps. He got music.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, whatever. Yeah, he is hip hop.
Right.
So I'm sure there's a direct a love for the culture that we embody each and every day when we wake up and step outside. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
no, it's all good. Just in that conversation, he was just telling me about his nickname, Stacks. I think he used that for Instagram.
Okay.
And just telling me about, how they recognize him in the neighborhood. But, I'm just blessed because it's just amazing. I feel like God even if I don't know people deep, like he put me around situations where I can say I was a part of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody can't say they bump shows with this person or they bump shows with that person. And so I thank God for that,
Well, I mean, they say on their show, All the Smoke, they the real ones. And, we know what he did when his teammates were attacked, he was with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just camaraderie. And aside from that, even though what he's doing today, very moment, riding for who he calls his twin, his brother, rest in power, George Floyd, because he moved the world, all 50 states, several other countries, and as terrible, well, I don't even know if I'm gonna say terrible, as crazy as it is for this whole quarantine between this pandemic to happen and that death to be displayed, and people been sitting in their house for months because that was a murder, and
right.
He is a person of notoriety, and that's who somebody he calls his twin. Well, hey man, he used his platform to me the best he can to we're not gonna be silent about it, and the streets said we ain't silent about it either.
A lot of people say it's a bad year. You see the memes saying, oh, what's next? But really, it's been a good year for Black people to wake up. I mean, it's still some people that sleep. I mean, I don't know, they comatose, but a lot of Black people who have been silent in the past are starting to talk. And I love for my people to wake up because we're Black, we're beautiful.
Yes.
And I've been waiting on this my whole life. You talking about somebody who I was called an activist when I was look at Shanae Boomercase. Look at her. WNBA player. She joined us. I appreciate you, girl.
Man,
but
doing it.
Right. So I'm just happy to see us wake up, dog. I mean, Trump and everything he talking about is making people realize that people are racist out here. I mean, I used to be the only one saying, do y'all not see what these people doing? Do you not see the injustice? And people be like, Kara, be quiet. It's just Kara talking. Now they starting to see this stuff is real. Systematic racism is real. White supremacy is real. That doesn't mean you hate people. It means that you're starting to see what's going on. They controlling everything from our school system to police to entertainment to housing to religion. I had to explain to somebody in elementary school that some of the Egyptians were black, and they just couldn't believe it. Like, we got to teach our kids at home. If you ain't teaching your kids, what the fuck are you doing?
And this year was homeschool year.
Yeah.
So, what better opportunity, as you saying, this was a great year for us as people. Yes.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's some people, they starting to learn their kids because they ain't got no choice. And I believe quarantine is one of the reasons people started to wake up, because they got time to think. They got time to see this black man being abused. They got time to say that shit ain't right. Because why did it take George Floyd? They've been kicking our ass forever. Why did it take George Floyd for these people to wake up?
I'm going to say something that is going to, what's the word? Sound cliche? I got time today, cuz.
Right. These black folks had time. They had time to think. And that money running short, that unemployment good for some folk, but that money running short. Go ahead, my bad, brother.
You good? I'm gonna say this part. You know, besides having time,
right?
You know, shit, it just jumped out my mind. Hold up. Besides having time, I'm gonna tell you, these white people ain't with that shit. There's a good number of white people, brown people, other color. White people like, yo, we ain't with that racism shit.
Now, I will say a lot of white people have come out. You know, I've had white people hit me personally in my DM. I don't know why people hit me up, but I mean, I appreciate it. They hit me up. They say sorry. They say, I'm standing with you. They say, I didn't know this happened. They say, I didn't know about Tulsa. They say, I didn't know this. And I just can't believe it. Because I thought just in denial, but some of them act like they really didn't know.
Because they got time.
We're
not caught up in all of the rat race of bullshit that how they have us work. Move, pay bills, all that bullshit. We all sitting still. So,
right.
You know, the people that are of the same ethnicity that are from the same ethnicity as the systematic racism is based on is like, nah, yo, we ain't with that. Like, fuck that. That shit is
and not. I have to say, man, I'm so proud of the next generation because, I mean, I'm not that old, but I'm just saying, like, even people younger than me, they out there and they using their voice, they're speaking, and it's really good to see.
Yes.
It's really good to see.
Yes, absolutely. All my children are 18 years and older.
Mm-hmm.
And outside with them now, I know their peers and their constituents and so on and so forth. Yeah, the streets. I watched the Dave Chappelle 846, and he said, I ain't got to say shit. The streets are speaking. I ain't
right.
Motherfucking thing. The streets are speaking. You know
and let me get on that, man. I had to get in an argument online with somebody. I probably shouldn't bring it up, but I'm getting comfortable on this live now, baby. I'm getting comfortable, boy. I'm feeling at home. It's been a lot of people trying to hijack the Black Lives Matter movement, and you see I be posting stuff all the time. Sometimes I don't get a lot of likes, but I know people watching it because people be trolling me. People be sending me private DMs coming at me. Y'all ain't hurting my feelings. You gotta stay up all night to hurt KD feeling, baby. I'm too black. I'm too proud. You can't hurt my feelings.
And
Not about some shit like that.
to that point, I've never had this happen before, but on Juneteenth,
Yeah.
I posted a picture of a black man with a rifle, and I want to say 3 white dudes in chains and shit like they was in slavery. Say, what would you feel? I had some Trump motherfucker jump in my shit. I've been doing this shit for 2 years. I never had a Trump motherfucker jump in my shit. And want to start talking, I was like, yo, you know what? I don't do this back and forth because if you know me on my online, I try to stay positive. But if it's going to be that, I'm going to catch you outside.
Right.
Straight up. Like, I'm not doing this if I can't actually physically encounter you. But whatever the fuck, you know. We moving, we progressing. To me, it's a paradigm shift. There was a paradigm shift happening. The universe is turning upside down. It's wonderful. I don't give a fuck if the aliens come on 4th of July, nigga. Like Will Smith and the motherfuckers.
Right.
But,
beam me up, guys. Beam me up.
All right. I still got some other hip hop questions for you. We just got.
My man, I'm going all over. You start talking that race shit, I'm ready to go.
I know, but because this is look, I see your message and I fully agree with it. I really do. I just like I said, I'm mixed, but I know how I'm seen. If somebody want to watch the other live, I can tell you my perspective on that and why I say that. But okay, back on some hip hop shit. Who are your top? You want a 5 or 10 MCs? Which one, 5 or 10? Either way.
To be honest with you, I don't do those.
Okay.
I don't do. You know what? I like reading other people's lists, and I may get mad at them, but it's hard for me to sit down and say this person's one, this person two, because I feel like people are one at different times.
I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, fair enough, right?
Okay.
Fair enough. But just today, because I've named my favorite 5 albums at one time on somebody's show, and he was like, well, I thought you was gonna name something. I said I would have. I said, but today you asked me, and today this is how the fuck I feel.
Well, you give me yours, and maybe it can spark something off of me. Let me. You mean just artists who are doing it hot right now?
Period. It don't matter because I know it goes like almost generationally. I would even say regionally. But if you want my top 10, I'm gonna give you my top 10. I was gonna make a whole episode about it, but fuck it, I go. And my shit goes in chronological order as best as I can. Hear me out.
Okay.
Number 1 is Grandmaster Caz.
Okay.
If y'all don't know who Grandmaster Caz is, you better do your motherfucking research.
I respect you went old school because they be forgotten about.
Number 2 for me, Ice Cube.
Okay, I love Ice Cube.
And see, a lot of this comes into regionality in my top 10. Number 3 is Rakim.
Ooh, can't go wrong.
Number 4, Scarface.
Okay, I've heard a lot of people saying he's up there too.
Now, I'm going to say this. I'm not a big Scarface fan. But I know what he has done for the South. And I do know he's dope as shit. Like,
see, the same for me. I had my friend Sean that I keep talking about. He says he's like a big one up top. You know, I had to go and listen to his music too. Because growing up, I didn't really listen to his music. I had to go back as well. And he's a storyteller.
Yep.
Yeah.
I listened to Scarface coming up, but I'm saying like in totality of all his albums, I don't have them all. Like I would have
I got you.
Not all the Nas albums or all the DMX albums or but that was that's number 4, Scarface. Number 5 for me is Tupac.
Okay.
Number 6, I believe I made a list. Hold on. Number 6, shit. I want to say it was Andre 3000.
Okay. They love him.
His influence in Atlanta and down the South is people still wish he would make more music now.
Right.
Number 7, I'm going to give to Jay-Z.
Okay. Gotta put him somewhere.
I mean, I said mine is in chronological order. So this is from the 70s all the way till now, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is Jay-Z. Number 8, who the fuck did I give number 8 to? E40. I'm not a fan of E40.
But he got major respect. And talk about E40 and go to Oak and get your ass whooped. You know?
I've only bought maybe 2 or 3 E40 albums.
Right.
In my living. But he's so dynamic. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's here, you know, thank y'all for joining.
Right.
But E40, he's so dynamic, even till this day.
Yeah, he been doing it for a long time.
And as I said, regionally, a lot of this to me is regional. You know, a lot of these are regional pioneers. Because without them, there is no whoever else right now. E40, what's it, number 8. Number 9 is Lauryn Hill.
Whew. Now, I always argue with people about Lauryn Hill, because they be like, well, she only had one rap album. I don't give a damn. Because let me tell you something, that one little rap album.
Shit.
Do you know how hard it is to make a record like that? Her whole album was crazy.
Masterpiece.
She ain't got to never make another one. She going to be on my top no matter what. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Masterpiece. And I
right.
have a couple other female MCs I named before her, but that one particular album puts her right there with anybody.
Right.
And number 10, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
And I say all of this, and I'm gonna be very specific and be very honest and real about all of this.
Okay.
I have several honorable mentions. Yeah, I could have had Nas in there. I could have had a Cool G rap. I could have had a Big Pun, a Big
Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy Kane. Could have had Busta Rhymes. I could even possibly have a Rick Ross. But whatever. You know, for what hip hop is actually about, where it came from, and what the fuck it represents, and what's most important to the culture, to me, these are the 10 most important MCs to hip hop culture, in my opinion. You know, there are other ones right now that are still growing, that are paving their way for this new generation, and they don't know it. Cool. But for me, a person that has been listening to hip hop since Sucker MCs.
How do you feel about Big Crit?
I love Big Crit. Honorable mention.
I knew you was going to say honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Okay.
To me, he is David Banner. He is David Banner's cousin or son or something. Like David Banner, but Crit take that shit just a little bit further.
But you know what? David Banner, he put out some music. I don't know that recent, but I went and listened to that shit, and he rap a lot better than I thought. Like, he be spitting some shit now.
Oh, no, David Banner, bad motherfucker.
Right.
He's so cold, but and as well presence and what he make his brand represent. He does that better than Crit at this point. Because I think he must have figured something out. I don't know if he's older, whatever it is.
Even though he said some wild shit, a person that people forget about, and I'm not talking about on the top list, but I just got to give him some respect, even though he's a knucklehead, is Pastor Troy. Because Pastor Troy held the South down for a long-ass time. You couldn't play Pastor Troy when I was in high school without that mug going crazy. I'm saying that right. And Rashida, too. Rashida, I mean, she's not a big name, but back in the day, underground, Rashida and Pastor Troy, they was on some shit.
Now, I will say this about Rashida. I know a little bit, but I'm unfamiliar. You know, forgive me. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I have to.
You know, man, the talent pool is so wonderful. You know what I mean? With hip hop. And this is why I talk about preference. Like, what is your favorite today? Because, look, I could tell you my favorite. I could name, is it 1, 2, I got 3, 4. I got 4 albums right here. I could say these 4 albums behind me are my favorites, and I can name another one, but they're all classics.
Well, now you got me thinking because I cannot make a top 10. I can tell you people I like, people that get me crunk excited. Like, shit. I grew up with Three Six Mafia. My brother introduced me to them. And just you talking about some people that'll just make you tear out the room. Like,
and I would say that created a whole nother
hardcore rap.
From down south.
Yeah. Or horrorcore. What they call it, I don't know if it's called horrorcore or it's called something they came up with.
Well, I would consider them possibly the first ones of that, what you want to call crunk. To me, like they did that first. In my opinion.
We can't forget Master P then if we're gonna go there. I just didn't want to bring him in, but I mean he like the Godfather, so we gotta bring him in.
Yes, Master P is in the line of Jay Prince, of Tony Draper. If we want to talk about down south, I would even say Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri was
right.
polished, but regardless, they are all black men, and you know what I mean. Providing opportunities for other black artists from down south, you know, when I guess New York and even possibly the West Coast was kind of like, no, this ours, and you know, y'all niggas, no. The South got, what Dre say, the South got something to say.
Right. Well, let me, because the reason I brought up Three Six Mafia is because I got to give a shout out to Lil Chat and Gangsta Boo. Because they inspired me. Like, when I heard Gangsta Boo spitting on that Tatter Club up and all that stuff, and who run it? Who run it? What?
Yep.
And riding in the car, the hot sun blazing on you, you know, you riding down the Georgia streets, that shit come on, you got your Black and Mild, man. It just put you in a whole nother zone. I'm trying to tell you something, man. So respect to them, because sometimes they get left out.
Oh, this has been so wonderful. This has been so wonderful. I don't know what else to ask you at this point. But anything else you want to say? Because I'm, you know, it's been a great call.
I know I don't have so much fun talking to you, man. I'm just trying to give my respect to everybody. Just on the race stuff, I like to say, you know, I love everybody. And sometimes I tell people, you ain't even got to say you love everybody. That should just be obvious, because just because black people fighting for their rights doesn't mean we hate anybody else. And it's annoying to me that we constantly have to say that. Like, oh, I love everybody. Like, duh, we love everybody. We just want our rights. We want people to stop looking at us like we're animals. You know what I mean? Like, my grandmother used to work for 25 cents a day. I come from people who were sharecroppers. People who worked hard. People who were told, you can't drink here. You can't sit here. We won't serve you. My grandfather had to say sir to a little white boy, and he's a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So it's like, if I don't use my voice, how can I complain? Well, my ancestors have been through so much. I have no fear. Like Paul Mooney said, some of us just not born with fear. Like, I'm not born with it. I'm going to continue to speak, continue to uplift my people. Would I like for it to be kumbaya? I would love for it to be kumbaya, but it's not like that.
No, not yet.
We got to fix this issue first. We got to make sure our children understand what white supremacy is. Please read and research Dr. Francis Cressling on YouTube. Read a book, The ISIS Papers. Do whatever you got to do. Research. Read these black authors. Educate yourself. If I can leave people with anything, I want to leave you with self-education.
Right.
I'm so passionate about it because that's what we need to be doing.
You are absolutely 1,000,000% right. And I agree with you. I read the ISIS Papers. It was a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, I'm mixed. I was like, oh, okay. Open my mind up.
Right.
You start asking questions. Made me start doing research. Made me, you know, to your point. But that's real. And thank you for saying that, because
you have no choice but to educate yourself. You can't blame it on anybody else, because we're in a position now. You can Google everything. If you don't believe Google tell the truth, Google it, then research it yourself on something else. Go to the library, pick an encyclopedia. They still have those.
Yep.
You don't believe that? Then read an author. Go ask somebody who's older. Fact check. Do whatever you need to do to get information because it's out there. The truth never dies. They try to hide the truth, but it's still out there, baby. And when you know your worth as a black person, it changes you. Things just start happening because you realize the power of your ancestors and you keep that with you. That's what I want to tell everybody out there for real.
And we're from some of the strongest survivors on planet ever.
Right.
Ever. Yeah. Oh shit. I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
Well, make sure y'all subscribe to both our YouTubes.
Thank you.
Hip Hop Biggest Fan, Care Dangerous.
Yes.
If you're not following me on Instagram, do that. If you're not following me on YouTube, do that. Let's just keep uplifting each other, man. And we'll do this again. You know what I'm saying? I'm down.
Absolutely. I'm with it. And now, like I said, I normally like to do this face to face, but I've listened to your music before, but I've been seeing what the messages you've been conveying.
Right.
What's going on. And I said, I have to talk to this queen, like, immediately. Because everybody don't have the courage to do it.
That's why they call me Care Dangerous. Do you get it now?
From your mouth to God's ears.
Right.
You did.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
All right, yeah. Happy Father's Day. Man, I think that's it. I don't have nothing else, sweetheart. I ain't gonna lie, miss.
Well, we good there. I appreciate everybody tuning in,
Absolutely. Thank everybody, for coming by, saying what's happening, X, Y, and Z. Yeah.
And enjoy your lobsters that you got for sale.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, my recipe is so simple, but they're so immaculate. But
Well, you should put it on your Instagram story, and we'll take a look.
I don't know, I don't know. I'll be feeling like it's my ancient Chinese secret.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't know, but I say it right now. I'm gonna tell you what it is. All right, take a lobster tail, right? Cut it down the middle, bust the shell out. You pull the meat out. You clean the meat out, right? Clean devein it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, however many you have. You have a Pyrex or a pan.
Mm-hmm.
You cut the oven on about 425.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You put white wine at the bottom of the pan or the Pyrex to create the steaming effect. Now you season the lobster tail in the top and the bottom with Old Bay. Season it well. Then you take slices of butter. You sit them between the shell because you want to sit the meat on top of the shell. You sit the butter in between the shell and the meat when you first put it in. All right?
I'm putting this down.
Halfway through the cooking process, you pull it out. You take a lemon, a real lemon, cut it in half. You squeeze the lemon on top of it. Wow, good.
Okay.
Put it back in the oven for another couple minutes. By this time, the shell is going to turn orange, red, whatever the hell you want to call it. The meat going to start doing the same. Pull it back out. You put butter on top of the actual lobster, on top of it, top of the meat. Put it back in the oven. Now, this is my thing. They tell you, put a thermometer in the thickest part of the meat. I don't do that. I need one for the chef to taste. So I pull the lobster tail back out, one that I can check. I bite in the biggest part of there to see if the bite is right.
Right. We all do that. We all do that.
Right? might not eat it. I have to see if it's if it's undercooked, overcooked. Depending upon where it's at, I might pull it out or I might put it back in there for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Now you see how I'm acting like I'm interested, but I don't even eat lobster like that, dog.
It's okay. They was on sale. They was $5.99.
Sounds good though.
I said, give me 6 of them. $5.99. Shit.